Thank you so much. It's 7 minutes gone after the hour of 10 right here in the United Kingdom. It is a warm welcome to each and every one of you. A few messages to say here actually before we start the show. The first thing is that just to let you know that Zimnet Radio is now on the app. All you have to do, if you've got some of these smart mobile phones, go on the Google app and search for Zimnet Radio there. You know, when I was told to search for Zimnet Radio myself, I went on it and just put Zimnet Radio on it and nothing came up. Then I went back to ask them, look, I can't seem to find it on the app there. But anyhow, I was told that you have to put Zim as in small letters, Z-I-M, then you leave a space, then you put net in capital letters, N-E-T in capital letters, then you put another, you leave another space, then you put radio in small letters, then it will come up. Now there will be two apps to come up. One just the Zimnet Radio, and the other one will be Zimnet Radio Gospel Channel. So you choose your pick. If you want the Gospel one, you can get the Gospel one. If you want the Zimnet Radio one, you can get that as well. So you can do that if you wish to do so. Now the second thing is Zimnet Radio Top 100, which will be airing on the 1st of January. 1st of January. Panopa Zimnet Radio. The show will start at 2 p.m. GMT on the 1st of January. For those that want to follow it, please do. My colleague DJ Mafaro is engineering it. He is the producer. So if you want to know more about that, you can catch him, Kuseri. He can tell you how it goes. But anyhow, all you can do, if you go on our website, you can also cast some of the tracks that you feel were best tracks in 2017. Then we can air them on that top 100 there. Now today when I was coming to the studios, I tell you what, there's lots of snow here in Humberside. It's starting to look like Christmas now. It's freezing, lots of snow, kids enjoying, but you know, my pocket is crying here because the heating was on all day in here. You know, that's why I don't look forward to this winter. But anyhow, the serious business here in Zimbabwe. This a listener who sent me a message. Actually, let me read it to you. Kwanziko, hello DJ, I'm one of the listeners to your show. Asitine yamunoita mostly tinenge at the time yamunoita mostly tinenge tiri kumabasa. Maive maigona kumboita show live on Facebook. That would be nice for the young. It's easier for us to tune in because inini I have to wait for Sally to post on YouTube after some days. Show ya pera. Number 2, when the show is on, if I want to comment hangu ndili kuseri through text, what do I do? Number 3, thank you for a beautiful consistency show. Tisu vatereri motitendera wotete sali for uploading videos on YouTube. Ndatenda zvangu. That's one of our beloved listeners there, saying that
thank
yes,
you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Now let me give you a WhatsApp number that you can participate on this show. UK number, so it's +44 798 4455 349. Let me repeat it again. It's +44 798 4455 349. That's the number. If there's anything we are discussing here and you wish to participate as well, if you send me a message on that WhatsApp number, I can air it as well. But let me also remind you guys out there, if you want to participate, it's not only the panelists that are here to participate. We would like to hear from you. If you feel you can join us, you want to join us on the show, please do so. Skype is the easier way of joining us. If you are not one of our friends, just search for Zimnet Main Radio as in one word, and just request a friendship there. I'll accept your friendship, and then you can join us as well and participate on the show. The show it's all yours. Thank you so much. Let me welcome the ones that I've got here already tonight. I know there's few people still coming, but as you know, Zimbabweans are always late. Also on that, let me congratulate Mnangagwa, E.D. Mnangagwa. I'm told that he is very, very particular when it comes to punctuality. He is at work at 8 o'clock in the morning and finishes around 6 o'clock at evening. Every morning from Monday, he's been in the office by 8 o'clock in the morning. I wish all Zimbabweans can be that punctual. I'll be very, very happy.
Yes.
But,
all the men, if they could be that punctual.
Sally, welcome to the show.
Thank you, DJ Sodza. Good evening, DJ Sodza. Good evening, Wilbert. Good evening, my Sekuru. And good evening, Zimbabweans, wherever you are. I hope you've had a fantastic week and that you're ready to join us on the show tonight, please.
Thank you so much. Mkoma Wilbert, welcome to the show. We missed you last week.
Yeah, sorry, my Skype was playing up. Thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, and it's nice to be back on the show. And I hope we're going to have a nice, interesting discussion, opening our minds to new ideas. We need new ideas desperately.
Right, okay. Thank you so much. Sekuru Birmingham, how are you coping in this cold?
He's playing in the snow. Give him a chance to get inside.
Right, okay. Right, we'll give him a chance to do that. Now, guys, you've seen the new cabinet that has just been announced, last hour or so. Sekuru, are you back with us there?
Hello?
Yes, are you back with us? I know the blame is always on us, Sekuru. How are you?
Very well, thanks to we beat Timu Shakakuri High Manchester 5.
Yeah, you had to stick that one in, but you'll be crying on Saturday evening, Sekuru.
What will make us cry on Saturday?
You'd have been beaten by Man United.
Could be Kwajo. Could be Emirates.
In the Maseka Sekuru kuno kuseka rugare unge magari go. Now Sekuru. That Chando chiri say ku Birmingham, how are you coping?
Ando chiri kukwidza hamba mumiti nemakarwe zvese nanachura vari kukwira mumiti nechando chiri.
Thank you so much then for making it here. Just try to be, keep yourself warm there because there's lots of, you might have these problems. Winter, a lot of people die here because of this winter. Anyhow, Sekuru, you have seen the new cabinet. You have seen the new cabinet that has just been announced in the last hour or so. Your first reaction to it?
Very lean and a very, very business-like. Very lean cabinet. We promised the lean cabinet and the efficient one. This is the leanest I have ever seen.
Sekuru, stop being sarcastic here. We want to talk serious business. You have seen it. What's your take on it?
My take on it is the same dead wood being recycled in different places. In fact, now it's not even dead wood. It's now charcoal being recycled.
There were some rumors, Sekuru. I think you rebuked it earlier on. There were some rumors that Mnangagwa was trying to negotiate with some members of the opposition to join in the cabinet. Was that ever an option?
That rebuttal that I said to you was sent out last week by the Secretary General of the MDC because we had questioned the motive of some of vouchers who were trying to say, let's negotiate a transitional authority. You see, we have done this before. It's unconstitutional, and we wouldn't allow them to do that.
So there was no way that they could have nicked maybe Nelson Chamisa to be Minister of Information or something like that.
Hey, what is all this about Nelson Chamisa? Nelson Chamisa is just as average as anybody else in the MDC. Please, you are causing a big problem for the young. You are causing a big problem for the young boy by just continuously mentioning his name. He is being groomed for something big. But if this continues, that every time there's mention of MDC, somebody puts in his name, it's not working in his favor, actually. It's actually disappointing some of the more powerful people in that organization, to the extent that they might want to muscle him out like they did when he wanted to become Secretary General.
All right, no, that's fine, Sekuru. I didn't want to go there. So basically, in your opinion, Sekuru, this is just a deadwood that has been recycled, and we were promised that they were going to have a lean cabinet, but it looks like it's the opposite to that. It's the same loads and loads and loads of them, and ministries like finance, where Chinamasa failed dismally, he has been reinstated there. That's what you're saying here, that you don't expect any good out of this. Sorry?
What's going on?
All right. Batai Makadaro Seguru. Sally?
Yes, DJ Sodza.
Yeah, what's your take on the new just mentioned, announced the cabinet?
What's new? Nothing.
Right.
It's just the same old people. It's ZANU-PF. That's how they play. What party does Mnangagwa belong to? ZANU-PF. How do ZANU-PF play? Here we are. That's how ZANU-PF played. That's how they've always played. So why do you now think, because Mnangagwa, who was one of the, whatever you want to call him, members, okay, is now suddenly going to wake up and go, oh dear, right, we're going to bring in some new people, and we go, please, man, come on. One thing I'm amazed at, because he said he was going to have a leaner thing, okay? I mean, how many pages was there? 3 or 4 pages?
4 pages.
Yeah, so maybe it is a bit leaner. I don't know. But it don't look leaner to me.
Right. Okay. So it looks like nothing, surprised you there, Sally. You expected that.
Of course, it's ZANU-PF. They haven't done anything new in 37 years. Why are they going to start doing something new now? Please.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sally, for that. Mukoma Wilbert.
Hello.
Yeah, what did you make of the new cabinet?
Well, I think this is disappointing, to be quite honest. He to start with anyway, he was sworn in over a week ago. And they said all this time, I mean, he knew about, he said 4 weeks when he knew he was going to be president. And then some people were saying, well, he's thinking about it, he's carefully selecting his cabinet. And then he comes out with this rubbish. I mean, you say to yourself, you despair, So why did it take so long when he's going to appoint the same old Menkiri people again? This is hopeless. I mean, you look at most of them, they are the same people who have been in government, some of them for over the last 10 or more years. And what if they performed? Nothing. And they're coming back again. It's hopeless.
I must say, Mkoma, I don't know. I'm struggling to find any new name that has been drafted in there.
Parents Shiri.
Oh, parents.
Yes, I saw it. That kind of blew my socks off, President Shiri. Cool, blimey. That's
Right.
shocking, that.
That's shocking. Maybe he submitted a very good CV there. We don't know.
His CV must have been absolutely excellent.
And the Muchangwa and the Mutima Danda.
Now, Matswanga, I expected to get something. I thought he was going to be like foreign affairs or something.
Right, okay. Thank you. Regaitin's go kuti wamwana kuti kudi ndiwapo kwatanga kufona apo pana Mkoma. I think ndi Mkoma Dzokora. Chief Sose.
DJ Magadi.
Tinofara chese Chief Sose. People called last week and I'm one of those people who are advocating to give Mnangagwa a chance. What would you like to tell those people who say we should give him a chance now after seeing that cabinet?
In the room of Faro DJ. Faro, I'm excited. I'm fired up right now. You know, you can see how broad my smile is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, it's back to business. In as far as opposition is concerned, it's back to business. Some people were ready to close shop. Some people were already saying, "Oh, we're doing this," and I was like, "Okay." Yesterday I was on.
DJ, can I call you back?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
yesterday I was on this other Facebook Live page with other people who had invited me there.
Yes.
And I was almost like hassled. If those people were seeing me, some people were seeing me when I was saying what I was saying, they would have harassed me, physically assaulted me. I was saying ZANU-PF thrives on a system of patronage. It also thrives on a policy of appeasement. There is no way that Mnangagwa is going to leave his old comrades. There is no way that was going to happen. Because if Mnangagwa does that, it means he has cut his lifeline off. It means he can't survive because these are the people who stood by him. These are the people who supported him. And I also say that we should see a considerable number of people from the army coming in. The army has to be, it has to be appeased. It has to be rewarded for the big role that it played. And there we have it. And apparently, Peter. Right now, because of parents' series, the person who was physically, killing people. As those women who were pregnant, parents series was there. He was in the forefront of that, and then we have him right there in the cabinet. And I also say that we are going to see a good number of war veterans coming through. Because like what Mchanga was always saying, he was actually demanding 2/3 of war veterans to be included in the cabinet or to be included somewhere in higher positions in ZANU-PF. Because he is so used, he knows the system in ZANU-PF is patronage. If you do something, you have to be rewarded, you have to be appeased. I didn't see why people were getting excited. Mnangagwa is ZANU-PF. He breathes ZANU-PF. He speaks ZANU-PF. I mean, he was born. I mean, he was not born, but he was bred in ZANU-PF. Everything that he thinks is ZANU-PF. There was no reason for people to think otherwise. We are here where we are, Zimbabweans. This is where we are. This is where we should be, because we get excited so quickly, And I don't know why people are saying we should give him a chance. Let's see the results first. Results, my foot. After 5 years, we are in the ditch that we were in 10 years ago, 5 years ago. What are we? What is that? Kanyaya kundirwadza inini DJ. Yeah, Tokora. I'm a teacher. Tokora who killed Zimbabwe's education system. He literally murdered that system, and he's still there. And I mean, I'm like, Is this real?
Okay. Chief, so Sebata Makadaro. Tete Trish.
Yes, DJ. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. We are hearing some significant amount of noise there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Right. And then I'm saying, Chief, so.
Right, you know, I like what is happening right now because it shows Zimbabweans, it shows us so early that we are not there. At Satashika, those who arrived. Those who were saying Mugabe must go, they arrived. Vakashika pa bus stop yavo. Isusu atsatashika pa bus stop yedi pamberapo. So let's fight on. Let's go and register so that we go and vote. Let's put pressure on Mnangagwa. There are things that he's doing that are right, and there are things that he's going to continue to do that are right in the next months leading to the elections. But there are things that he's never going to talk about. Issues like that have to do with political change. Issues that have to do with electoral reform. He's never going to touch on that. Issues that have to do with transparency. I know he's talking about people coming back, being given amnesty to bring back money or whatever. He's just talking about other people. What about him? This is the time as we as Zimbabweans should hold everyone accountable, including himself. If people are supposed to surrender assets, are supposed to give back cash, Mnangagwa should be the first one. Now, Obed Mpo, honestly, Obed, the biggest thief in the world, he is in the cabinet. Obviously, he's being protected for the million that he stole. Not millions, billions. They shared that 15 billion. And he's back right there. Nobody knows how to put a man. Don't get just our statement. Zimbabweans got to put a man. So as Bulera Meso. He's just, flattering to deceive us.
Okay.
Deceive us. But there's nothing new that is going to come from ZANU-PF. Definitely nothing new.
Nothing new.
Let's get ready to fight.
Yes, I'm intrigued actually with Major General Sibusiso Moyo. He has now been elevated now to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I can see here. Now, Mukoma teach Masquera say. Yeah, are you getting carried away with the 5-0 that happened yesterday? Sekuru, I saw Sekuru is getting carried away now there.
What do you mean carried away?
Sekuru is getting carried away that we are also going to beat Man United now after beating it.
If you watch the match and see just how sublime.
That's the word I was looking for. Don't get carried away like a Mnangagwa supporter, Baba.
Baba Kuchirandu. Now, Mukoma teach.
Yes, Akuru.
It's serious business here. I mean, I for once, I was almost flabbergasted when I saw this cabinet flashing on my screen that the new cabinet is there. I almost Googled the last cabinet. What has actually changed with this? It's incredible. What do you make of this new cabinet?
Well, if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you probably know that I expected that. First of all, I'm the first one even here on this radio station to tell everyone to forget about GNU. ZANU-PF had no reason to talk about GNU in the first place. They're the numbers that they needed. Second, the coup was a ZANU-PF internal coup. Although it had national ramifications. Now, you need to understand that it's a complete coup now because the general, S.B. Moyo, who was the spokesperson for the takeover, is now a minister. Air Marshal Perence Shiri, who was not there initially but later joined in, is now a minister. There are various other directors from the army that are going to actually be running government departments on top of what we already had before. This is a complete power grab by the military using the Lacoste function. which was almost dead and buried when Mnangagwa was fired. This is 100% ZANU-PF. The same as Moyo said, we are not taking over. Now, where is he? Cabinet minister.
Yes.
He is leaving his commission as a major general in the army, head of logistics, responsible for all the procurement and the expenditure of the army, wink, if you know what I mean. Now, you need to understand that this is 100% Lacoste faction cabinet. That means ZANU-PF is going to continue to implode because some real serious heavyweight have been left out. Now you ask yourself, where is Sidney Sekeremai? He's not on that list. So has Sidney Sekeremai become VP or has he been abandoned? What happened? What has happened to recently Director General of the CIO Bonyong, recently Minister of Justice? You start looking at it from that perspective, you will see that ZANU-PF is headed for a continuous split, and they will either have to fire more people, purge them from the party, or they're going to be Bora Msango from within. Lacoste were threatening to do Bora Msango against Mkana. Now it's them that are going to face Bora Msango, and I will be promoting and encouraging that on all social media. So this is the situation. It's ZANU-PF deadwood over-rewarding themselves as they always do. Taking the national cake to mean that they should over-reward themselves. They're continuing with the same over-rewarding. Patrick Chinamaza, it goes without saying, everyone knows their story. So at the end of the day, for the Minister of Mines, some of us have got pictures of him being feted and being treated so well in the streets in India when he went there without diamonds. There's no question about who has done what. What it also means is that the president himself knows very well what's going down. So this noise about bring back the money within 3 months and corruption is going to be taken, forget about it. It just brought the same people that brought us where we are today. And you guys want to expect that there's going to be some paradigm shift. Yes, there's going to be foreign interest in terms of looting more of our natural resources. They're going to get balance of payment support, from the Bretton Woods institutions via the directors of the United Kingdom, the United States, and overall Europe and Canada and Australia. Because they want to come and put their mining houses there. But more importantly, the United Kingdom is looking for new economic partnerships after leaving the EU. And where else can they look other than the Commonwealth of Nations? So they're going back to their former colonies and re-engaging. Already the noises about Zimbabwe rejoining the Commonwealth have been amplified. I think informal or formal talks are already underway. That means that Zimbabweans on the surface are going to enjoy maybe visa-free or more laxity in terms of entry and exit in the United Kingdom. But it also means that British companies that were always mining for raw materials and not processing them in Zimbabwe, companies like Rio Tinto, Lonro, Landmin, and so on, are going to continue to come and do the same things that they were used to do. So where is the change? Where is this development trust we are talking about? We are simply saying they have decided to give up the wealth of the country. Yet they were the ones that were blaming MDC, who were saying let's have an open market economy where investors from any direction can come. They said they're looking east, now they're looking west, and still there's no magic wand to heal the economy, which means the people that are running the economy are the poor. Because the East has come, the West has been there before, and is coming back. So the West is going to support you with balance of payment support. And this cabinet is a cabinet of psychopaths, people that will say everything that Mnangagwa does is okay. There's not going to be any opposition in that cabinet. The soldiers are there to make sure that everyone is going to toe the line. That's it. We are done, guys.
Right. Right, we are done. I'm very concerned nenyaya Sodza, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Ndinombudza kuna Tete Trish maswera sei?
DJ, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Last week we all say let's give the ED a chance here, but after seeing the new cabinet,
Not all of us.
No, not all of us, of course, yes. But Tete Trish, I think you were one of them that said let's give him a chance. What do you say now with this new cabinet? Does it give you any hope? That things are going to be better?
I just realized now that the new cabinet has been picked. A few days ago, there was a thing going around on Facebook. There was a video apparently meant to be announcing a cabinet, but it was fake news. So,
those were all fake, but this one is the original one. Because Pandatanga we won on that moving order is those fake, but this is the original one now that has come through about an hour and a half ago.
Because I just looked it up just now as we're speaking. Initially, because of the developments and everything.
Yes.
But as soon as I started reading through that list, my heart just sank. So right now I'm in mourning mode, DJ.
Yeah. So you're disappointed.
Yeah, but at the same time, you Zimbabweans should ask the question, but who are we expecting him to pick, obviously? I mean, really? Do you think that he was going to go and pick from the MDC? Obviously he was going to pick people from ZANU and...
No, I guess zvangu inini kuti probably people might have thought kuti he will maybe add some new faces in today to make a little bit of a change from the past.
But the thing is, where would he? Which new faces? Does he know any new faces to add? Or he only knows the recycled ones that are being recycled?
Right, okay.
Because, I mean, even if you... my new faces, I think I chose outside of ZANU. Because ZANU has just always been recycling and recycling ones. So... But yeah, anyway, my heart just sank, DJ. So I got a game board, it's a more on show.
Okay.
But I'm not happy.
No, before you go, what were you expecting?
Okay, when I started reading through my changes, initially when you announced it, he's punctual, he's cut the budget for a number of things. Even I think his motorcade, is right, and his car is driving a different car which doesn't use up a lot of gas. And just the different changes that is made so far, I assume that maybe, just maybe, the cabinet might be different as well, I was expecting, of course, because I know in those changes, anyone who wants to be a minister or whatever has to submit a resume or CV. Maybe that was also fake news. I don't know. So I just thought that it was going to be a little different. Like you said, new faces, people who are qualified for those positions or posts.
Right. So not necessarily from the opposition party, but maybe within ZANU-PF or independent people that are qualified to do the job.
Yes, because we don't. Why does it have to be just between ZANU and MDC? There are lots of independents, independent who are more than qualified for the job in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, someone was even MDC, ZANU. So anyway, that's just my opinion.
Okay. Aiwa. Thank you so much, Tete, for that. Sekuru. Is your phone okay now?
Yeah, I went on manje ayisisiri kungokwata zvayakaita kuti kangonzwa asibvira kweyodona.
Oh, okay. Saka zvina ichadoni manje.
Ichadoni. Kuda pandaigadzika mawo.
Aiwa. maita basa sekuru. Anyway, ndandiri kubvunza zvangu kuti I know imimi sekuru you're very skeptical about the whole thing from the start. So this is actually good for the opposition, isn't it now? That you're not getting into any kind of inclusive government with them, and none of your colleagues have joined this cabinet, which we know they were not going to join anyway. But now you can fight the battle on the side.
You see, in politics, people don't seem to quite understand. Politics is a game of demands. It demands more demands. So even if he had taken any of our people to join him, we were going to demand that he take more.
Yeah.
Even if he had done whatever he would have done, we were going to demand better than that. Because the issue is this man is always renowned for indicating right and then turning left. Unlike Mugabe was very easy. Mugabe was direct and he was firm. Once he said, this is what I'm going to do, you do it, whether you like it or not. This one doesn't do that. He's a dangerous person. So he gives us the opportunity to sell him like that. That he said this, now he has done this. He said that, now he has done this. Can you trust him? So
yeah.
Basically, we are quite happy that he's doing the opposite of what he said when he get crushed into government. When the people were requesting for more time for him to do something here, I told you that he didn't even give the sitting president time. He staged a coup because he was so impatient for power. Now he has got the power. He is not going to change just because he has got the power.
Aha. Okay. Aywa. Sekuru, thank you so much. But what I want to hear from you, Sekuru, now, with this new cabinet that has come up, does this give you an ammunition as an opposition to go out there and sell and tell people that this is the same old guard?
We will destroy that cabinet because we have got a lot of their shenanigans in the cupboards. You were hearing a teacher, Tinema picture, those pictures are widely circulated. You look at them, people chiefs of security, parents shiri. Twenda naye kakuvula washi kuti uyaimuone parents shiri wauya kuno. Uri kuda mavhoti ndio kura 20,000 hiyo.
Aha, aiwa. Thank you so much. Ndataura earlier on Zimbabwe kuti if you are out there and you want to get in touch with us, you want to participate as well, you can indeed send me a WhatsApp. Now our WhatsApp number, which will only go live on the show, it's 079844555349. That's 079844555349. And after that, you message pano na umwe mkoma andisuzondotaura zita renyera aiwa rakaendingara rezita kwanzi hi DJ, that new cabinet yandipedza simba. I don't know what Emerson Mnangagwa is trying to achieve by recycling the same old corrupt people. Thank you so much, Mkoma. Sorry?
Dimasimbo.
Segura correct.
Dia haidi tisikasika tichimuudza kuti mufana usaita daruro vanhu vakuru. Wabuda ziya.
Right.
Pane chinhu chandakanganwa kutaura.
Yes.
Chihombe sekila yeye kuti vanhu vadzose mari dzakaexternalizwa.
Yes.
Ndo patichapedzera garwe ipapo. Because that sekila iri kutaura kuti Garwe has pardoned himself. Before he has been investigated, he has already pardoned himself by saying, I know those Samari in 3 months' time. havabvunzwi chinhu saka iwe unoda kuzotaura kuti ndakadzosa.
But isn't that a good thing, Sekuru? Kuti at least he's giving, even Kunoku UK, they do an amnesty of illegal weapons. For example, Kunoku Ambassador, the police say anyone with an illegal weapon come and we want to, prosecute, we won't ask you to akaiona kupi and all that. You bring them down, and people brought them, and that was that. Isn't that a good thing?
It's good if it is done in good faith. It can't be good if it is done as a cover-up. You see, the president, Mnangagwa, ane simba rakawanda steering, ane prerogative of mercy. Atakamupa constitution medicines. But ane time anofana ki exercise. The person is going to be arrested. The person is going to be arraigned before the court. The person is going to be tried. The person is going to be convicted. Kana akonvictwa osentenziwa, kana asentenziwa president opinda kuti no, inine simba rangu nemesi yangu ndati chimbudisai anzwa. Aikona kuti munhu asati asungwa wotopuwa chimesi, presidential mercy. What is that?
Right. You don't want that. Mukoma teach. Mukoma teach muchipo ya. Now, Mukoma Tichi, what message have you got for the opposition? Is this now a platform for the opposition to hammer Mnangagwa and his ZANU-PF old wood here, dead wood?
The problem in Mkoma Sodza, right now, it's way beyond just opposition. What's important right now is opposition should really be talking about the real grand coalition. Right now, that's what really needs to be done. The opposition needs to be in the rural areas holding joint rallies, especially NPP and MTC. They should be going out there in the rural areas right now, once everything is fresh, and these guys have committed themselves to democracy. Holding joint rallies, we should already have seen a lineup of rallies across the nation. The opposition Kuma Reserve right now, starting this weekend. But these guys are lethargic, unfortunately. But that's what opposition really needs to do. It should be going out in all rural areas of ZANU-PF strongholds and making a show of force. But you need to change. So they are so split. You look at it with if you look at it, you will see a huge chunk has been chucked out. Now, other than that, you start looking at the fact that I mean, these are things that you can easily manipulate. And if you think about it, Josiah Ongwe has been Minister for Mashingo Pronjalo several times, and every time people end up asking for him to be chucked out. Right now, he's just been rewarded for being Lacoste, that's all. Not because of any competencies that are known. Other than that, he is also in a cabinet of supposedly all veterans. But he used it to run the Rhodesia propaganda program. Momwe Ano Timabinya Jamuka Inyama. Everyone who knows the true history of this country will tell you that he is 100% a Rhodesian propagandist. And he makes no apologies. The real reason why he is in ZANU-PF and he knows because of his relationship with Mugabe, of all things. So right now, opposition really should be uniting and holding joint rallies in rural areas, or even as parties, just going to hold rallies. Test this freedom, test them.
Yes. Vakati vari kuda freedom and havachatumiri mapurisa achindorova vanhu. Yes.
They have to tranquil and Juru address a gathering in a typically rural setting, and a typically ZANU-PF supposedly stronghold. My growth point at Kwana Bora, Kwana Mreo, Zumba Marapungwe, come there and be seen doing things there, Cholojo, hold a big rally there and see if they will tolerate the masses coming. And invite the chiefs, but no, you're not coming as partisans, as our traditional leaders. invite the subgroups in the same manner. But no, we're not saying you are still free to choose which party to vote for. But we're only asking you to move to a vision in the Zimbabwe and see if that can tolerate.
Now, Mukoma teach imimi murimo mubato menyu mamuri. Can you tell me why this is not happening?
Rural structures, we've been targeting rural areas anyway.
Okay.
But, it seems we're in sync in the NEC. In my discussions, that's exactly the point I've been raising. So we'll see. Kunaka Mapurisa is not approved. This is the time to go. This is time to go. Give these guys a test. That will waken up and we don't have to sympathize and I was
Sekuru, why is MDC not going out there day in, day out? Now, remember, tomorrow it's 1 December. We are talking 6 months here before the election. What's going on?
Yeah, there are constraints. The funding it. No Sagakuti Bamema projects aside go ahead. And also Paris, we were waiting to see who are responsible for what in the army, government, the Mnangagwa. Now that we know, I totally agree with the sentiment in Utah and teacher. Let's test the waters. Kona Huti, Sarika Mupamsoro Dara, how deep are they? Because Tika is a radi say goes Mafungwe Maram. Kuka, we are thousands and thousands of people. Turn out to actually na Mnangagwa erega utinamka kana kutine MDC ka kutine coalition. That is though the only way of proving kuti munhu uyu ari papa haazi munhu wezanu uyezve haazi munhu wekutemba naye kuti atungamire nyika, because ukaenda kuZimbabwe maramba nerally yakadaro, he is going to dismantle it with the heavy-handedness. Tobva tatoziva kuti shiri nemuriro wayo haidi haikanganwa. Vanhu vobva vatozviona kuti takabvisa mugabe tichiti kuda zvakunaka hazvina zvatonyanya kuipa.
Right. Thank you so much. For those that are just tuning in, thank you so much, Zimbabwe. We are just kind of discussing this new cabinet that has just been announced by Emerson Mnangagwa. Now, guys, let me just give you a tester. I know people are texting Kunoku per WhatsApp, Vachidipa. There's quite a lot of messages coming through. Let me see if I can read a few of what people are saying. Kwanza anzi, where is it gone? My message is akawandisa. And all the euphoria about Emerson Mnangagwa, the garbage is back. He's announced the old deadwood to lead us again. So where is the change there? This one is saying, just to all my friends who are political prostitutes, I'm going back to DC after sympathizing with ZANU-PF for the past week and a half. Let me read another. This one is saying, DJ, please hide my ID. Panakokora apa DJ vandigarisa pasi, please ngavatitire mushe. Opposition yakatonora, they have to focus on making this Lacoste accountable. Because what if kana cabinet ikaita zvisvinu toita say MDC, because they are losing support. Dokora, it seems kuti aita my eyebrows. Sally?
Yes, DJ Sodza.
Yes, Sally, I know you are very good at social media. What are you seeing there? What's the consensus from people?
I don't go near social media.
Sorry?
I got into such trouble. I'm staying away. I got the Mnangagwa people after me. I got everybody after me. So I'm lying low. Okay. Because I told them that Mnangagwa was just a puppet. Chiwenga was the power. Okay. So they're not happy with me at all. And then I asked them where how come the army was involved in all these private businesses. Oh, I ran away, I'm telling you, very quickly. So I have no idea what social media is saying. I only know Jonathan Moyo's Twitter. That's it.
Right.
I go and check to see what he's saying, but nothing else. I got myself in big trouble.
Right, okay.
So,
that's fine, Sally. So, Sally, I mean, as a neutral yourself in terms of opposition parties in Zimbabwe, do you think this is a good thing for them now? Do they have a platform to go out there and tell people where to cast their vote come next year?
A platform. They've got a freeway, a landing strip that has been cut out for them. You see, my way of thinking, okay, it's just street way of thinking. But anyway, my way of thinking is the West is looking at this with very fine tuning or whatever you want to call it, okay? So, if the opposition, and the opposition has to, okay, I've been saying this for, I don't know, donkey's years. It has to hit the rural areas and hit them hard and hit them good. And like Titch said, there would be no greater message than for Amai Majuru and Changurai to go together. I don't believe that I'm saying that's a greater message, putting Changurai in the same sentence. Must be something wrong with me. But anyway, the two of them together, having a mass rally, okay, in rural areas, Chiloncho, all the rural areas, okay, that they can cover, all right? I mean, what a message. And if Mnangagwa is out to impress the West, okay, his hands are tied when it comes to now slamming down on the rallies. Because that's what the West is going to be watching. Okay? I mean, I still, for my reporting from Zimbabwe, okay, Al Jazeera for me is the best. Okay? They've got nothing to prove, they've got nothing to gain. Okay, so I mean, that Mutasa lady that does the reporting there in Zimbabwe, she's brilliant. And I mean, can you imagine splashed all over Al Jazeera, Mai Majuru and Changurai hold a mass rally in Bakita, okay? And Mnangagwa sends, or Chiwenga, I should say Chiwenga because it's not really Mnangagwa, sends in the army, okay? Because there's no more police or something. I don't know, the army have been turned into police or the police have been turned into the army. I don't know which one it is. And to dismantle that rally. Can you imagine the scandal? And he can't, if he is out to impress the West to bring them in, he can't afford to be seen doing anything like that. Okay? So, I mean, they have got such an opportunity, okay? And I really, really hope that they use it. Because it's going to put Mnangagwa in a corner.
Right, because
Okay,
he would like to be seen as doing something good and being democratic.
He's so democratic.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, wants to be seen as being. Maybe he'll do things sort of like he always did them. Okay, in the shadows. But in the shadows you can handle. Okay. It's if he does something really big, that's what's going to then faga brick. Okay. I mean, the man's trying to get sanctions off as well. All right. So I mean, you've got him in a corner. Take advantage of it, please.
Okay. Aiwa, ndino daira kuti anziva chiri murusaka saka chinozvinzwira those with ears are listening. But someone is sending me a message here on WhatsApp. And DJ, I think people must be careful. Are they really sure that this is the new cabinet? Because I'm thinking maybe they've made a mistake and picked a Mugabe list. What do you say to that?
Sodza. This is 100% ZANU-PF's official cabinet is announced on ZBC.
I think that was a joke comment.
How much is Chiwenga behind that cabinet?
What choices did they have? Who do you think they left out? If you ask yourself that, you'll see that they didn't leave out anyone.
Sally, General Mo is General Mo Chiwenga. Parents Chiwenga.
That President Shiri, I mean Moyo, okay, fine, all right, but that President Shiri, that blew my socks off. I thought, okay, cool.
Now you guys know the original, of course.
What is he there? What is he there for? As a minister of what?
Who is that? Let me look. Let me search it up for you, Sally. Shiri. You know what? I have got no words for this. Really, it blew my, it blew me away. Parents Shiri, it's Minister of Land, Agriculture and Rural Resettlement.
No, please. You know, I got to his name, and I think it's about the second or third one on the list. And I threw my phone away, and I just packed up laughing. And it took me about half an hour to go back and look at it again, because I thought, that's it. Seriously, if that is the caliber of person, okay, then everything I said about Mnangagwa before is so true. I mean, seriously, people.
All right.
We are in a big cauldron of kakas. I'm telling you.
All right, Sally. What I'm going to do now, it's 6 minutes after 11, Kunoku United Kingdom. Please stay tuned, stay right where you are. Let me take a short musical break. We'll be back after this in 3 minutes time.
Are you looking for work in health and social care nursing? Then look no further. Creek Recruit is here to hire. Creek Recruit offers temporary, permanent and contract placements to great prospects like you across England. Give us a call today on 0333 222 4027. That's 0333 222 4027. Or email us at info@creekrecruits.com. Step into your future.
Make the whole world know about your business. Advertise with Zimnet Radio. Email marketing@zimnetradio.com.
Zvatanga nyangwe takaita kunonokewa tsano tinodonongwewa pa tinosvika chete tati tikupirei kana yatsano agore risati barapwitika rapera akuti 1 January 2018 chinenge chakaherereka pano paZimnet Radio amune kubva nenguva dza 2 p.m. GMT amachita kudzidonedza dzamakafarira gore rese zvino papi pacho kesto pasvese acha ndinokukurudzira iwewe chete muteereri usanonoka kudonedza vhoti yako iwewe aye top 100 naika akambo kako iwewe kaunoda iwewe akotadza kupinda nekuda kwekuti unenge wangoshayiwa vhoti imwe chete zvayo kana mbiri nhatu sadaro lesa vhoti iri vaya pawebsite unongoti iwewe www.zimnetradio.com.
Joy Productions. Joy Productions.
Go now after the hour of 11. We are just kind of discussing what has just happened. The president of Zimbabwe has named his cabinet. Some people are intrigued why it took so long for him to name this new cabinet, since there is no new names in it. It's the old guard, and the inclusions of the generals such as Vanamoyo and all that. It's just, it has hit people hard, and not a single person on the social media here is kind of happy with what has happened. But I'm just wondering what people thought was going to happen. Here's a man who people were saying, oh, he's trying to change things, and he has come on a good platform, and there were all positive vibes coming from Zimbabwe. I'm told that even the roadblocks have, almost evaporated, really, in Zimbabwe. There are very few roadblocks are there, and people are driving their car freely, going from point A to B without the harassment of the police. God knows how long that is going to stay. My panelists here are saying, well, I think the opposition should take this opportunity at the moment to do the rallies and all that, and see if the police can come and throw tear gases, and then the whole world will see that really this is not really a changed regime, it's the old regime. So we shall see. If Sekuru is saying that maybe the logistics and money might be a problem to the opposition, but what do you think, Zimbabwe? If you want to get in touch with us, ring us. Our Skype ID is Zimnet Main Radio. Zimnet Main Radio. Just request to be our friend, and we can take your call here. If you want to participate through our WhatsApp platform, number Zedukunoku 0798 44 55 349. That's 0798 44 55 349. Now, Mkoma teach Muchipwera. Hello? Mkoma teach. Right. This is what you should get Mkoma teacher. Sekuru.
Yebo.
Yeah. Sekuru, so what do you foresee happening now in the next 6 months?
I foresee Mnangagwa making blunder after blunder.
Right.
What you don't seem to realize is that Mnangagwa, when he walked into that office, he thought he had the same power and gravitas as Mugabe had. He doesn't. The problem now is the army has got those gravitas. So he has got to toe the line. That's why he couldn't name a cabinet, because the army had to give him instructions on who to appoint and who not to appoint.
Sekuru, are you telling me that this cabinet has been named by the army?
Yes.
Right.
Why else would you take 4 days, 5 days to name a cabinet when you know all the people? You fielded them in the election, you know their competencies, and then you are given a paper and you are told, okay, now you are the boss, write the names of who is going to do what. Why would that take you a day?
Okay. So you are saying that this is the army that has named this cabinet, and really the army is in charge of Zimbabwe at the moment. And you are saying that he is going to make blunder after blunder after blunder after blunder. So you foresee a victory for the opposition here.
I have predicted that we are going to stage a landslide victory in 2018. Look at it. Let me give you an example of what is happening in Masvingo. The person who was teaching all the issues was Paul Mangwana, right? He was teaching everything for Mnangagwa. Now, where is he in this cabinet? He's not even there. Are they going to make him Attorney General? We don't know. What is going to happen to Paul Mangwana is going to determine who is going to vote for Sanu Lacoste in the elections. Because if they leave him out completely, he has got a huge following, and they will go with it.
Aha. All right. Sekuru, thank you. Chief Sose.
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sekuru arikutiwo panapa kwanzi. Really, this is not Mnangagwa's cabinet. This is the army generals that are running Zimbabwe, and they are the ones that have chosen this lineup. This is why Mnangagwa took his time to come up with this list. Do you agree with him on that?
Indeed. Zimbabwe is, gradually and slowly, becoming a military state. You are not military touch, but I'm saying we are getting into a military state right now as we are speaking. You know what? We are going to end up like China. No. China is even better. We are going to end up like a small North Korea. That's where we are heading. Where we have good economics. I mean, not good economics. Somewhat good economics. We have money in the bank. We have our paychecks coming through. We have a few jobs here and there. I mean, at least for now, because someone wants to be voted into power. But as we go back, we'll gradually slide back into where we were again. But what I'm saying is, we are going to have every major organization in Zimbabwe headed all with a number of retired army generals, with a number of war veterans. Because, like I said before, this is the policy of appeasement, the patronage system that ZANU-PF has been using all this time. What Mnangagwa is doing is no different from what Mugabe was doing. He just slightly cut down the number of cabinet ministers, but otherwise the system and the metrics that he's using and everything else remains ZANU-PF, because he is ZANU-PF. So we should not have expected much. I expected that when the military did what it did, which they sugar-coated as not a military takeover, when it was actually a military coup, I knew that we were now getting into one military state. And right now, as we are speaking, just like what Mugabe was doing, getting orders from the junta, that's exactly what is happening right now. Mnangagwa cannot go against what Chiwenga says, because he is the one. Mnangagwa owes Chiwenga for everything that he has. So he's going to be paying back for the rest of his presidency. And he also has to ensure that Chiwenga takes over after he's gone. And there goes the military state. There goes another North Korea in Zimbabwe or in Africa.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Sally, who do you think is going to be the vice president here? Because I cannot see it on the list here.
I'm Chiwenga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are you sure about that,
Seriously? Yeah. If he isn't, I'll be kind of surprised. Man, nothing ZANU does really surprises me anymore. I've got past that. But I'm saying 90% sure it's going to be Chiwenga. I mean, Chiwenga might not want to be vice president. Okay? He might not want to be so much in the public eye. Maybe he wants to stay like he's always stayed. I don't know. But it won't surprise me if he puts Chiwenga there. Okay.
Right.
Not at all.
Not at all. All right. What about Sisi Trish? Who do you think is going to be vice president? I know you said Chiwenga last time.
Yeah, DJ, it's quite obvious. Chiwenga is going to be vice president.
Wow.
Initially, I thought it would be between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa, but now that Mnangagwa is Minister of Information, of which I don't know why the two ministers, ministers, Information Technology and I think the other one is information systems or something, right?
Yeah, because
And
Manduanzira is
broadcasting.
still there. Manduanzira is still there somewhere.
Yeah, Mnangagwa is information of technology, and but then Mnangagwa is also information minister of. So Mnangagwa is minister of information, communication technology, and cybersecurity. Mnangagwa is minister of information, media, and broadcasting services. But to me, it looks like it's supposed to be just one ministry encompassing all those things.
Yeah. Okay. This is the lean government he was advocating, which he hasn't turned out that way here.
No,
it hasn't. Anyway,
That ministry, let me tell you, it used to be the Ministry of Transport and Communication before.
Okay.
So it meant all the parastatals like the highways, the supercos, and things like that were under.
the one that was under this guy, I know Garachizu Rama jokes to you. What's his name? The one that was under. What was that guy's name? I got to my jokes about him. Used I don't know, but this guy was back in the 90s. Chikore.
Inos Chikore.
Right.
Yeah, I work up under Ministry of Transport.
And the
So
communication.
you're telling me ministry was dissolved or what, converted to a new ministry?
It was divided into 5 ministries.
Pamerenezanu.
Okay, DJ, that's my case.
All right. I don't know. Maybe people can see from my if they can hear my voice today. I'm very, very disappointed. To be honest with you, I didn't expect anyone from the opposition to join it because obviously ZANU-PF is in power. But I had so much faith. I thought that he's going to keep some of the old guard, but have 2 or 3 or 4 new names in there that people had never heard of. Just to give me that kind of hope. But unfortunately, absolutely none, which is very disheartening. But
DJ.
Yes.
Before you move, some people assumed Ace Lumumba would be joining because he was recently expelled from party. So some people also assumed, but unfortunately,
He's going to be director of youth and something like that.
The problem that you have is you think a person who is eloquent and vocal is going to get something. That is not always the case. This is the ZANU junta, not ZANU civilian.
Hey.
The people who get positions there are militarily connected. That young boy is militarily connected because his father, General Brigadier Mtumanji, was a senior war veteran and a senior army officer. But who knows him? He was not talkative. He never said anything, but he was effective.
Yeah, his son does enough.
Now, that son of his was an illegitimate son.
You can see it. He looks a bit fingered.
Imagine him being given a responsible position and then he goes on Facebook and he says,
DJ Sodza.
Right. Yes, Mkoma Tafas.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, you said we should give ED a chance, which I concur. But after seeing this new cabinet, do you still have the same voice?
Well, my take is he has failed the first test. So we said, okay, fine, we give him a chance, because the way I look at it is, even in opposition, but I speak for myself. At the end of the day, we want to have a prosperous country, which is free of violence, free of corruption, with all the functional institutions of government. That's what we want. And so if he was going to be able to institute those changes, even if I am in the opposition or even in the, MDC, we will applaud it, because at the end of the day, we are all Zimbabweans and we want to have a better country. Now, my opposition gives me the skepticism of the person. That is when we now look at the policies that he is proposing. And I said, look, okay, this is what you're saying you're going to do. You're going to produce a slimmer, thinner version of government. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just because I'm in opposition does not mean I should oppose the fact that you want a smaller government. I applaud that. So now we were waiting to see the slimmer version of the cabinet. And guess what? We failed the first test. It's no slimmer than what the previous cabinet from President R.G. Mugabe. There's only, 10 or 6 less seats from the previous cabinet. And so he has failed the first test. Forget about personalities who's been recycled, the same old people. Forget about that. Let's just look at the policy statement. Kuti, tichaisa a slimmer government. That's not the case. So he's already failed the first test. Test number 2 that he has failed on that same policy statement is the fact that he has recycled dead wood. You look at David Parenyatwa. He has presided over the Ministry of Health, which is in a shambolic position as of now. I mean, hospitals, people are dying in hospitals. There's no medicine. The life expectancy is even low. So those are the metrics. He talked about putting CV. Put on your CV what you have done and what you have achieved. I mean, if you look at the current health situation in Zimbabwe, the state of hospitals, and David Parenyatwa provides the CV and says, you know what, I've been Minister of Health for the last 15 years. Can we truly say he passed the CV test? He did not. But yet he's back in cabinet. Why? Doesn't make sense. There are many more doctors, very, very capable doctors in Zimbabwe. You are telling me, President Mnangagwa, that you could not find another suitable, well-qualified doctor to steer the ship in a different direction. I mean, come on.
We have Mukomata Pakwa, we had the late what is his name, Timothy Stamps, Dr. Timothy Stamp, who really is going to the Heroes Acre, deservedly so. He can go and get a doctor who knows what's happening on the ground.
There are a lot of them, and even within ZANU-PF itself, there are a lot of capable doctors who.
My son is a doctor. Why didn't you take?
Yes, put in fresh minds. Put in fresh minds to change things, But no, I mean, Ministry of Health, it's a social ministry. So it's not like you're trying to keep Parenyatwa within so that maybe something may try to happen. It's a social ministry. So you can be able to experiment or to put somebody new to see, okay, you know what, Parenyatwa, you've had your time. Doctor minister. Look at it, Dokora. He's been recycled. And a lot of civil servants, a lot of teachers, a lot of parents. A lot of parents don't want this guy.
It's a kick, especially Dokora. It's a kick in the teeth of the teachers. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So you know that kuti maZimbabwe, my parents eva now are going to vana vavo kuchikoro. Wagara wasuri kufara nadoko. Saka une chance yekungomubvisa. This is the easiest appointment you could have let go of, because it was again not that consequential. But you stuck to him again. Okay, Obed Mpofu, recycle. The chief anotaurwa wekubauya zanzakabamari and so forth, from a bank and failed and all these things. But yes, he's back in your cabinet. So, I mean, this is just a snapshot of what I call test number one. You have failed to trim the cabinet. Test number two on the very same policy. You have failed to put in fresh ideas, to refresh the people, to refresh the country. You know what? Who is this guy? Oh, okay, Ndakambowanzwa, Dr. Ningi is a good doctor. Let's see how things are going to go. But, of course, we are back to the same old place. So that's how I look at it, as far as this cabinet appointment. I mean, he has his own reasons, he's his own man, and I respect that, but I see it differently. He could have done much, much better.
Right. So who is going to be vice president here, or do you care about it?
I really don't care. The last 3 weeks, so there's been about speculation.
Yeah.
Dambumba, I'm tired.
You're tired.
I just go with what we see, what is official. So, and then we discuss it. So we wait and see who the vice president is going to be. That's another test. We'll see and we'll debate about it. The electorate, the people of Zimbabwe will see and we'll talk about it and we chart a way forward. I personally am in the opposition. And so my position is now, you see, the dynamics of the politics is now getting more and more exciting. It's getting more to the finer details of my policy implementation issues. Not just because the MDC Mugabe must go, Mugabe must go, ZANU-PF must go. We have to now look at these things in a broader aspect. Okay, what are, because Zimbabwean people sometimes, they are DJ Sodza, people are gullible. People just are desperate for change, and everybody may just say, MDC, it's how they do Mnangagwa, because Mugabe, they can do that. But we now in the opposition have a responsibility to fine-comb every single step that President Mnangagwa is taking and transform it to the electorate so that we keep them educated and aware about what is going on, what are the pitfalls, and what we as a party can be able to do to bring more meaningful, more sustainable change to Zimbabwe.
Right. Mkoma tafadzwa pane nyaya yakuda panapa mkoma tichongo kutaura kuti he thinks that what Mnangagwa is trying to get some money, donors from the West and all that, and is pledging to have democracy in the country, that the police should stop harassing people. Is this not the time for people like Morgan Tsvangirai to be holding rallies left, side and center at the moment to try and take advantage of this time? I was talking to my brother there in Gweru saying that, he used to drive to work and have like 10 roadblocks before he gets to work. Now, none. If there's roadblock, probably one roadblock, but there's none on the roads. It's amazing. Now, is this not the time for the opposition to be, doing their inroads now?
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, look, we are now, the police has been somewhat weakened or has been told to impose all of these restrictions based on, of course, the coup that was not a coup.
Yes.
And so, yes, we have an avenue that we can take advantage of. And it's up to the MDC leadership, the organizers of these things, to make those inroads. I know Sekuru talked about limitation of financial resources. I want to applaud Sekuru because wakuda pachena kuti wakomanaga shipu iri kutsvaga mari. The opposition needs money. And I'm just glad you said it, because a lot of times people in Zimbabwe, maybe our politics has not matured to the level that it needs, but people forget that opposition parties need financial resources. People forget that for opposition parties to have financial resources, it is the responsibility of each and every one of us who sympathizes and who is behind opposition. Opposition does not self-fund itself. Opposition leaders, my MP, or those people who are sacrificing their lives are volunteering their time. So I am reaching out to whoever is listening to this show and to Zimbabweans at large that we need financial resources in the opposition. ZANU-PF has abundance of resources. So, people get that part. People say opposition irvide, opposition irvide, opposition irvide. But I will say this again. Opposition needs financial resources, and it is the responsibility of each and every one of us to try to assist opposition financially. In the way Australia help, they always need help, especially when we're going into this election and even beyond that. So, yes, grassroots in the rural areas, but with the limitation of resources, it's difficult. And I'm just glad Sekuru brought that point. We talked about that issue.
Okay. Again, some of messages coming through. This one is saying that we have a long way to go and real work to do to get to a new Zimbabwe. All these artists, singing about new Zimbabwe, it is premature after seeing this cabinet. This one is saying that Chinonetsa DJ kana uri puppet uine vanhu vaikubatsira kusvika pamusoro. Garwe feels the need to compensate those ministers. So kana tanga takatarisira fresh blood tadzva mawani edu, all hope has gone. Opposition ngavachitiitira zvisvinu. This is the thing. What can opposition do if they haven't got money?
And yes, and that's the point. You see, one of the opposition ngaititire zvisvinu. Yes, that is true. Yes, there's room for the MDCT, the MDC alliance and opposition to do more. Yes, they are things that they are not doing that they should be doing. I totally agree with that. But it's an equally shared responsibility. Iwewe, what are you doing? Are you joining part of the opposition? Are you becoming a member and making your voice heard more? Are you contributing financially, whether you want it to be anonymous or known? Kana uchiti opposition needs to do more, which means you sympathize with them. So what are you doing as well to move with them, to help them to come up with those brilliant ideas that you want them to continue to cultivate? And it's all our responsibility at the end of the day.
All right. Ndatenda zvangu Mkoma.
Because DJ Sodza, yes. Just to highlight one issue. Kune andinonzi Ignatius Chombo akaonekwa mbamake mabune $10 million.
Right.
Andizvi 10 million. Saka funga kuti 10 million iyoyo munhu weZANU-PF, top ZANU-PF. Marali aoneita aya. Saka imagine kuti mari yacho iri kubva kupi. Wanayoga. Kana iyanga ine 10 million yakabatwa inayo. Saka tomboti kasukwera anga anewo mari mumba make akabatwa nayo. ZANU-PF is in a mari as compared opposition hatina mari, but we are trying. So basically what I'm saying is we need the backing of the Zimbabwean people in the diaspora in Zimbabwe. What tibatsirewo nemari iyoyo tiitewo effective on the ground. And results will show. But of course my leaders edu in the opposition, they need to do a better job. They need to utilize social media more and more and more. No, the ACL Lumumba I want 4,000 at a time. Why is it opposition is not doing the same thing, utilizing that same social media? So my leaders, the opposition, have a big job to do. But I'm also saying with the people, Isusu, we have shared equal responsibility. And I speak this from my personal perspective. I have no position, no leadership, no desire of any opposition party. But I, as an individual, try to say, let's all play our role.
I think Shamisa has been doing a good job of that lately. Being more, active on social media, especially by live, by YouTube, and so forth. And as far as opposition goes, Gandaona so far, I'm not sure if there are other people that are following suit, but Shamisa has been pretty active.
All right.
Well, I know with the Information Secretary MGC, Mr. Obedu, with all due respect, his main communication is posting all these long articles, these long statements. That I like to think, how many youth do you think one wearing mindanda yema statements are? And yet we're saying 65% of the electorate is below the age of 35. They don't read all that stuff. And all of that good message that is in there gets lost. That's why people keep asking you, what is the policy statement? MDC policy on day. People don't know. Not good. It's not put out there. It's the way it's put out, the form of media that is used to communicate my policies.
Right. Just reading what Temba Mliswa, what Temba Mliswa is saying here is saying that after the new cabinet, the sensation of hope that had been born from the past Mugabe era had just been extinguished. I cannot say too much. It was supposed to be about national interest, but it looks like it's definitely not. Mkoma Jabwar, why is Mugabe getting 10 million when he got immunity and protection to his asses? The country has no money, yet we are ready to give it to the man who got the most loot from the country. I don't know where that information is coming from, Mkoma Jabu, that Mugabe is getting 10 million.
It's been all over, even on international news.
Right.
That part of his settlement was $10 million, and then he gets full pension with medical care and all sorts of stuff, okay? And then when he dies, Grace Darling, is going to get half of the pension.
Right. And no one would touch Grace Darling, yeah?
No, of course not.
No,
I mean, look, the two boys over this last weekend, okay, they opened a media company in Harlem nightclub in Sandton. Okay, so it's an entertainment and media company. The two boys. It was all over the South African papers and TV and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, their lives haven't changed. And now Grace is begging for the farms and mustn't destroy her husband's legacy. And make me go crazy.
It's all messed up, isn't it?
Completely.
Completely messed up. All right. Thank you so much. Sekuru, did you say someone was calling you on the side then?
The chemist was phoning on the side, and then I said, can you answer? And then you answered, and then I got tripped.
No, the chemist...
I think he was phoning in a group.
The chemist has got a problem. I think he's calling the group. What he needs to do is to call Zimnet main radio, not the group.
Well, he was calling and it was ringing on my...
Yes, because if he calls on the group, it rings there.
Yeah, it was ringing on me too.
Yeah, if he calls on the group, it rings there because that's an old group. But if he rings on Zimnet main radio, it comes to me and it doesn't come to you. So Mkoma Chemist, please ring Zimnet Main Radio and I can join you here. Would like to hear your thoughts. All right. If anyone has got anything to say there before we conclude here, anyone has got anything to say about this, because it's disheartening here.
Okay. DJ.
Yes.
Like I began the show by saying I'm excited. This is the time for us as Zimbabweans to look back at what has happened in the last 3-4 weeks and reflect. There's been euphoria, there's been excitement, but now I think the first thing that happened that should have brought us to Mother Earth, down to Mother Earth, was Mnangagwa's first speech. You know, the first cut is the deepest. His first speech to Zimbabweans, when he was still talking to Zimbabweans, you know, that speech should have just told us, in Ndakati is a red flag, if not 1, 2, 3 red flags. And now, this cabinet, yes, in between that speech and the cabinet, he has been furthering to deceive. Trying to do all the right things that a new president should do. That's fine. That's fine, you do that. But let's not get deceived as Zimbabwe. Let's not forget that there's an election in the next 7, 8, 9 months. And that is what ZANU-PF has always done. When we are towards an election, they do something. And they start, going around, giving people stuff and the like. Mnangagwa, I think he is a very good advisor who is telling him, do this, do that, do that. But I'm telling my fellow Zimbabweans that ZANU-PF is ZANU-PF. If you see, like I said before, if you see it smelling like ZANU-PF, walking like Robert Mugabe, and behaving like ZANU-PF, it is ZANU-PF. It will never change. That's ZANU-PF for us. And we, as opposition, this is a fighting chance that we have been given. He is going to continue to make these mistakes. He made the first mistake. Now he has made the second major mistake. Like that caller was saying, or the writer, that MDC and the opposition should be holding rallies right now. Yes, I agree with that. We should be doing rallies right now. We should have a rally tomorrow. We should have another rally the other day, talking about all the other things that Mnangagwa is not talking about. Because there are things that Mnangagwa will never touch on. There are things that Mnangagwa will never talk about. But the people of Zimbabwe know that they've been wanting those things. They've been fighting for those things from day one. Zimbabweans, we deserve a free, fair, and credible election. And this is our chance, this is our time to demand it. We were never given that during the Mugabe era. Let's see the difference. This is Mnangagwa's real test. Let's see the difference between Mnangagwa and Mugabe. By him accepting to do some political changes, like electoral reform. If he can do that, then we would start talking. This is Arvides. Mugabe was always doing that every time when there was a new government, when he got a new term, you would come up with exciting economic policies. So there's nothing new here. There is nothing new here. Let's do what we have to do. Let's gather ourselves around. Let's demand for electoral reforms, and let's also fight to go. Do what we have to do to go and register to vote. Like I was telling you last time, right now we have a problem of VRN9 forms. We, the people in the diaspora, we have a role to play. Let's provide those VRN9 forms so that the people in Zimbabwe can have something to register with.
Okay. Chief Sose.
Bottom line is, nothing has changed. It's still ZANU-PF, business as usual. Opposition, let's go back to business.
All right, Chief Sose, thank you so much. Right, guys, we haven't got much time, but this is out of interest for me personally. It's got nothing to do with anybody. It's out of interest here. I just want to hear one word answer from you. Sally?
Yes, DJ.
Yes. Would it have been better if Mnangagwa had stretched his arm to maybe some members of the opposition to include them in his cabinet? Would that have been a good thing?
No.
All right. Thank you so much. Sekuru?
Yeah.
Would that been a good thing if Mnangagwa stretched out his arm and appoint maybe one or two people from the opposition into the cabinet?
Absolute rubbish. It would not work. It would.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Chief Sose?
This is good for us. We didn't want to be there. If MDC and the opposition had joined, it would have been the death of the opposition. This is good for us. It leaves us with, a lot of fighting space, a lot of, we are good where we are. Let's fight as opposition. We have been given another life.
All right. Thank you so much. Tete, Trish?
DJ, you ended up, well, sorry, I didn't hear the question.
You
but
didn't hear the
one
question?
thing that I wanted to...
Oh, okay. Okay, say what you want to say, then I'll ask you the question.
There's one thing I wanted to just say initially when you were asking who will be vice president. I think we left, I'm not sure when I find them but we left out somebody who could be, and that's Sydney Sekiramai.
All right.
I don't think he's anyone on that list.
Yeah, he's not. Okay. Now, the question I'm asking people here, because I've had a bit of a conversation with my colleague, DJ Mas earlier on, about it, that would it have been better if Mnangagwa had incorporated some of the guys in the opposition party in his cabinet? Would it have been better for you?
I think it would, because if we take a look at when the GNU was formed, for example, when Minister of Finance, BT, were able to change from Matsilo and Zahad, I understand we started using, of course it wasn't the best thing, but then it improved things. But then I want on my shops and everything when we started using foreign currency. And just a lot more things that changed during that time. So I think it would have been way better than my appointments.
All right. So do you think that Torawano, Kunana, MDC, Nekunana, whatever, NPP, that was not undermining the opposition? The opposition was not going to be sacked out?
It depends.
All right. Okay.
It really depends. But I think it would have been a better option than Masoja, if I...
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Mkoma Tafaz.
In my opinion, I don't think it would have been any better. Just because our philosophical, political ideologies are completely different. So I don't think anything would have changed. It would have been more. It would just be, putting lipstick on a pig, pretty much, in my opinion. But I will tell you this: just based on the sample of people that I've been able to communicate with on social media and back home, there seems to be that sentiment or desire by people in Zimbabwe that he should have, or the opposition should have been somewhat included in the cabinet. I just think with the, there's two sides to this. There's people who are within the political space who understand the political position for their various reasons. Then we have the normal citizen, the guy who wakes up in the morning at Kubasa, feeds his children, just wants better, just wants a better life. I think some of those people in Zimbabwe were hoping to be pachaitika, some sort of GNU, some sort of transition, because they know what it did in 2009. So that sentiment is actually out there. And so, but I mean, I'm not for that. I'm not for any sort of, incorporation of opposition within his administration. I was not for that, but I just want to highlight the fact that there are actually ordinary citizens in Zimbabwe who were actually hoping for it because of what it brought in 2009.
Iwe shamwari myandikuudze muzukuru wangu unoona vanhu ivavo vanotaura izvo zvokumushauka. They were asked to vote for the MDC kuti zvirambe zvakadaro, and they said no, toda ZANU, because vanga vafarisa vagutisa vabva munzara. Now they are in trouble again, and they want the MDC to come and rescue them so that they can vote ZANU when their tummies are full. No, they need to learn to vote the correct party into government. I understand from where you are coming from. I understand the message that you are getting. But this is what I tell my relatives and my friends and my villagers. Those that know me, I tell them, if you vote for ZANU, do the ZANU. If you vote for MDC, we will do the MDC. That's it.
Okay. Right. Regaiti Petsit Mkoma teacher, I don't know what's happening to him. But Regaiti Petsit Shidai. Our Kutanzi, it would have.
Mkoma teacher, sorry.
What does it?
Easy.
He's
had Irish. No, but he had Irish milk, so forget it.
Yeah.
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Mkoma teacher wakapembera akazanu payakawina 2013
Yeah, he wakapembera na Joseph Chinotimba.
Wakapembera tikaudza tikati Mkoma teacher zonana kana onana 2018 ukuzonyatsotaura. Saka anyway, I was wanting to share a word with him. Unfortunately, he's not there.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are asking me, Kuti, what happened to Wamoyo? Where is Wamoyo? It's unfortunate. I cannot get hold of Wamoyo since
he's around.
Yeah, but I haven't got hold of him at all since this coup happened in Zimbabwe. We hope he's okay, and we hope he will be back with us soon. But
he's fine.
Sally is saying he's fine, so that's fine.
Yes.
I take your word for that.
I have been in contact with him.
Yeah. I take your word for that, Sally. Thanks for that information.
You contacted him?
Yes, I contacted him.
What did he say?
He said he was fine, and he'd been away, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
DJ Sodza.
Yes.
Sodza. I just have one question. Because I think I recall Ndakawerenga another policy statement yakataurwa Mnangagwa retirement age. Because the wanenge wakataura kuti government is going to make sure kuti those of retirement age retire from the civil service in order to create employment for youth. And really, I think I read that somewhere. Now, let's look at the ministry, the ministerial positions are appointed. Are some of those people not supposed to be retired? I mean, my ministers, are they an exception to what you are saying?
Yes.
It's a disaster.
You see now, Ndoma test at Trukutaura Aya, kuti what could pay Lama test Emma statements out, because if you are saying kuti civil servants are retirement age should be retired, then why are ministerial posts an exception to that?
But then he's got to retire too. No, but then he's got to retire too. He's 75.
Yeah, I mean, Yes, but I'm holding him to what he has said.
Yes.
That they should be retired. And so that's another test. That's another statement he put out there. People got excited about it. But look at his cabinet. How many of those people are over the age of 65? So these are the things Isusu Sachukutarisa are analyzing and fine-combing with him. Tifamba naye tichita fine-comb statements because tatona ma inconsistencies akawanda. You know, don't make happy statements to make people happy for nothing, and yet you're not following along the same path that you're making statements about. You know, because tatone wakawanda, I can pick 5 people who are in their 70s in that cabinet.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. It's a good point there. Mkoma Chabarukuti, as long as he is promising resolve in the country, no opposition should be joining a ZANU government. Let's go to the elections. So he's saying that DJ, the white farmers are being compensated. What really does that mean given ZANU's stand on white farmers? Now, guys, we are finishing the show now. I mean, from my point of view as well, this issue that the opposition should be incorporated into this cabinet, I think that is nonsense, really, to be frankly honest. Because what does that mean for the opposition if they are going to in bed with the Mnangagwa and all that there? I think the opposition should just push their way on the side and not get involved with this to try and legitimize them. Just leave them to do what they do, and you go to the rallies there and promise people what you promised them and go for it. Anyhow, and sisingaperi chinoshura ka kwanziko punctuality. Mnotanga basa on time, muchipedza basa on time. Kwana siko tatandara zvakwana. Tosakala vikiri rotevera. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone who has participated on the show tonight. Mkoma Wubet ran away. I know why he ran away. Ndishataura zvangu nawo kuseri. Mkoma Tawanda, thank you so much. Sisi Trish there. Mkoma Tafadzwa, Mkoma Teach, Sekuru, Sali. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us here. We will meet again next week on the same show. Tishiona kuti zvizva vanenge vaita president in the next week. That might raise eyebrows, because we want them to be accountable of what they are saying. Because zvavakataura pa inauguration speech yavo payapa watotanga kupokanisa zvinhu already, you know, in a week. So,
you know, hey, DJ Sodza, what about Comrade Chino Timba and what he said about Mai Mugabe on the show, and then what he's now saying about her?
I played it.
Okay.
Oh.
I played it. Yeah. Do you guys when you are online like this, will you be able to listen to radio or not?
No.
Now, what I want you to do now, if you want to see what I've done, I've got that clip that he said that he wished if all women in Zimbabwe were like Mai Mugabe, live on radio here on Zimnet Radio. That was 2004, and what he says.
Also, didn't he also say that he supported her if she?
Oh yes, everything is there, Sally. I tell you what. What you can do, guys, if you drop your lines and tune into radio straight away, I give you 4 minutes so that you can tune into radio. Then I'm going to play you that clip, and the clip that he said a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Right.
We want to hear that one, because I didn't know he had said something contrary before.
He had said something. He had said
he
that.
Said it on the show.
Chief said, "Isai phone pasiga."
Saga, in 4 minutes.
Yes, in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, inenge play.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
You have a good evening.
Okay, guys.
Okay, everybody.
Right. Anyhow, kune vakateerera as well there. Tane app. Yes, Zimnet Radio. All you do is mukaenda pa App Store. Munoti Zim in small letters. ZIM. Mosia space. Mova maita capital letter N, capital letter E, capital letter T. Mosia futi space. Mova maita radio ndokuti muiwane app yacho, then you save it on your smartphones mototanga kuteerera zvinhu. Regai tidaiso titeerere kuti wachinotimba wakati wakauya
Productions. Joy Productions.
yandakakurukura nababa Joseph Chinotimba pana bakaso 2014 soon after Mai Mujuru vadzingwa mubato rezano PF and he told me this.
Mai Mugabe has been very vocal lately at the first lady. Vachifamba vachienda kumazoe vachinotaura zvavanotaura and all that.
And ndinovatenda that varume tese tichirora vakadzi vakadaisa Mai Mugabe hatipi kuti muchamutingaita macorruption people.
Mungada kundiudza here Wachinotimba, what's so special and what's so good about this lady? Share with us.
No, it's not that so special. It's not so good. It's someone who doesn't care. Someone who doesn't care with who is who. Corruption. I like her. I like her because if she was someone anocha I know either as now put the whole. So it's someone who doesn't care who is who. No tungamiri watinoda muZimbabwe. Unodana Chinotimba like me. Those are that. Because I told you guys. Yes, we did know you're a Sodza. So you were DJ. Yeah. Because I didn't know 3, 4. I'm moving around the country. People say that I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't know what good enough I'm doing to the people. But they are moving, telling me that I didn't know MP Matatu. To me also, that I didn't know MPF 9. I said, Mai Mugabe. Sure, it's MPF. I got from the worry. So this is the time of articulating corruption.
This is the time. And people over there, please clap for her. Give us more, mama. Saiti kataka nyarara. Usinu zaipa tena tukipa migrate mkabedu taura. So ngabune kura kusheni. Ngatitete basa Jason Brooks to Dr. Grace Mugabe Jason Brooks.
So watch no timber, hand on heart. In future, if Mai Mugabe contests to become the president of Zimbabwe, would you cast your vote against his name? Against their name?
Tidi kutaura nyaya dzekuti kana in future kana Mai Mugabe akachachi. Why do we want to talk about that? Yes, his wife is there. Atidi kuro yakati wife is there, husband is there.
Right.
Mugabe aripo. Ati chauri zokuti in future. Which future are we talking about? He is there. Arubikira murumo wake. Mukazi wa president Nimai.
So in your eyes.
Mukazi wa Boma. Tereraga. Mukazi wa Boma. Kana mukazi huyu anonzanuri. Brown.
Cameroon.
England. Cameroon. People respect him. Pese vanofamba because zvinoitika napresident namai anonga achiziziva zvinoitika namai whether both of them they are respected people. Saka we cannot say kana ndachimboti mai nhasi makadii mai it's ndimai weduka. Why do we need to say kana azotonga really news hazi kumbotonga.
Saka wachinotimba, in your eyes, people should not talk about succession whilst the president is still sitting.
Joy Productions.
First of all, which president? This is TJ Joe with Arrive News in London. In London. Yes. You know, we love our president. We were in love with him. We come up with him from war. We made this country to be an African country because of the state of our president. But later he married a person. You know, I don't know how I describe the wife, Grace. You find kana chitaurira munhu kuti iwewe uri hure. Murume womunhu achimutaura kuti uri hure, iye ari hure rokutanga rokupedzisira. Because when she was married by Mugabe, she was having a husband. So who is a hure between her and another person who will be accused of hure? So most of our people, most of our party members, they were not happy about that woman. She made our president to be a person who doesn't have ideology, who doesn't have skills in his mind because of a woman. It's a lesson to every man. It's a lesson to every man.
Joy Productions.
Mawanzwa kawa chinotimba. She was a wonderful woman, and chinotimba says dai tine vakadzi vakadai muZimbabwe ingadai iri kuprosper, but definitely she's a prostitute. And she's the one who destroyed the president. I don't know what has changed. You are the jury.
I'm Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of entertainment. Now stop messing Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of entertainment. Now stop messing
sniper storm the empire. Masoja to the world. Masoja akapinda pataundi nezvimota zviye zvine kuti nenge mbato wepoto. Rakati tapesa pano tatopaka pana pamudenga muine zvikokokoko. Zvikanzi mapurisa rova issues. Ndoenge iri same story pablues. Renge vatiniwa Chiwenga vakapa otabata imbavha dzechifuti. Izve zvinyika yekufara amaiwe. Vanhu varikuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe yekufara amaiwe. Bona vanhu voita madiro achochina. Nyika yekufara amaiwe. Vanhu varikuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe yekufara amaiwe. Vanhu voita madiro achochina. Maiziva Chimurenga 1, Chimurenga 2, 3, reka ndikudze zvefu. Iwe soja rikagumbuka puma inovhura gedhi kuti inokinura dho. Taivaona neziso raBob Marley vachivaka mamansha ndichifa nenzara. Vaingobukura vari kumusoro ikoko mwakazongoti pasi nemhando. Nyika iri kufara amaiwe. Vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe iri kufara amaiwe. Bona vanhu voita madiro achochina. Nyika iri kufara amaiwe. Vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe iri kufara amaiwe. Vanhu voita madiro achochina. Hande Masoja to the world. My God. Tinowatenda masoja, towatenda masoja edu. Tinovatenda Chiwenga CDF general vedu. Tinovachingamidza, tinovatambira boiti mtungamiri wedu. Hande soja tichizirova ngoma dzachapresa. Inyika iri kufara amaiwe. Vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe iri kufara amaiwe. Bona vanhu voita madiro achochina. Nyika iri kufara amaiwe. Vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe kufara amaiwe, vanhu voita madiro achochina. Nyika irikufara amaiwe, vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe kufara amaiwe, ona vanhu voita madiro achochina. Nyika irikufara amaiwe, vanhu vari kuita madiro achochina. Zimbabwe kufara amaiwe, vanhu voita madiro achochina. Asante sana.